First up today, news from across the pond that rocked the world. Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, announced that they are stepping back from royal duties and plan to work on becoming financially independent.
All right, some people are outraged, others really don't care at all. Okay, so here to chat about what this means, though, is one of the hosts of the podcast and radio show, Gabby Road. It is Fred Weintraub.
You got it. How are you guys?
Good to see you
Great
again.
to see you.
too.
Yeah.
I was not here last time that you visited us, so I'm happy to meet
I'm
you.
happy to meet you as well.
Great to have you.
Congratulations on the Packers.
Right?
How
How about
exciting
it?
is that?
Huge.
Very
I
exciting.
think the Queen would probably hope that she could deal with watching the Packers versus the problem that she has to deal with.
Yeah.
Very true. What do you think of this whole thing? I mean, obviously, it's being talked about on every media outlet. Everybody's interested at minimum. I think of wondering why they're doing this.
So when you're a royal, you sign up for a certain kind of life.
Mm-hmm.
It's no surprise. It is what it is. But so you don't quit in the middle of what you've signed off for.
Right.
And so Harry and Meghan came out last week and they said, we don't like this. And you never know with the UK media what you can believe, what you can't believe. It's not like the Queen's getting on the phone with any of these people or with any royal watchers and saying, hey, Fred, I'm going to tell you what the real story is. It doesn't work that way. So you put pieces of the puzzle together. And over the last year, over the last 6 months, you've noticed that things have not been great, that there's been friction between William and Harry. And you know the expression, happy wife, happy life?
Yes.
Well, Meghan might have gone to Harry and said, I'm just not happy. I didn't think this is what I signed up for. So now they're trying to figure out what is their exit plan. And there are different layers of this exit plan, because how do you live in a couple of countries? Can you live in Canada? Can you live in the United States? And also, can you represent the UK? They take money from the UK. They take money from the Queen's funds.
Right.
There are also security issues. By the way, the Queen gave them a house, which they had decorated for $2.4 million. Are they giving that away and going to live in a shack somewhere in Los Angeles? I don't know the answer to that question, but clearly it's a big problem. And the one thing the 93-year-old Queen is doing is she is not letting this go on very long. She is going to get this settled in like 3 days so that they have a plan for the future.
Yeah. It seems to me exactly what you said, that Meghan's pressuring Harry to do something because probably it's gotten to be too much. I mean, he's been living this life, this royal life, his whole life. Yeah. She's new to it. It certainly seems like it's pressure from her. I think the question, too, because, people are saying, well, will they be able to make money on their own? Clearly, that's not
an issue.
It's not a money issue. They can go out, they'll go out, they'll establish their foundation, just like the Clintons did, just like the Gateses did. None of that is an issue. The issue is, and it's not an issue of that they won't do good things in the world. The issue is, did they go about this exit in the right way? And clearly, when your grandmother's the Queen and your father is the next in line to be the king, and you don't tell them about it, you tell them 10 minutes beforehand, that's probably not the right way to go about doing it.
Right. It's probably very embarrassing for the
And
royal
also, in fairness to Harry, he's got to feel enormous pressure here.
Right.
He hasn't had the easiest life. He's one of the most popular royals. He's done some ridiculous things along the way, but he's done some great things. And the Queen loves him. Remember when the Olympics happened and the Queen and Harry sat together and did a PSA to challenge Michelle Obama? The Queen just wouldn't do that with anybody.
No.
She loves Harry.
He's
and she's like, he's the funny one. But now it's got to both destroy Prince Charles and the Queen that they should have to go through this. And at 93, a Queen who has done so well and had a reign of 60 plus years, you hate to think, wow, why does she have to go through this right now?
Well, is it that big of a deal? I guess my understanding, which is not very clear, is that they're publicly funded, and so if they give that up in a way, then they get some of their privacy back, because in return for that money, they have to be more public with their life.
Well, the amount of money that they get, meaning Harry and Meghan, is insignificant. And you don't have to have a tag day for either of them, because they've got money from Diana, they've got money from Meghan's role as an actress. So I don't really think it's that much about, I don't think it's about the money. It's about what role can they really play and how unhappy Meghan is. But I can guarantee you of only one thing. This drama will continue. This drama will continue. And if they think giving back the money or giving back the houses is going to prevent the media from wherever they are in the world,
right.
you know, when they come to Milwaukee, do you think the media at Milwaukee is not going to do what the media at the UK did? Give me a break. Be realistic.
Yeah.
They're not being realistic probably now because they're so emotionally distraught. That we've all been in that situation where we get emotionally distraught about an issue, and then we take a stupid pill and we start doing all the wrong things.
We're out of time, but my question is, do you think it's a good idea or not?
I don't think it's a good idea.
Okay. All right.
Love
having you here, Fred.
Fred.
So great to have you here. You can follow along on Gabby Road at GabbyRoadRadio.com. So much more with the Royal Watchers there as
There's
well.
a whole lot more we could have talked about. Thank you so much.
So good to have you here.
Hardly got to it.